Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Barcast TV and to another episode of Barcast Daily. It is March 7th, 2024, and we've got a 5v5 for today, played on Pawn Retreat. So let's go ahead and introduce our teams. Spawning on the bottom side of the map. As the blue team, we have Daywalker, Mr. Dirac, Kuchi, JTL, and Adian Naut. On the opposite side, representing the red team, we have Lost Deadman, Narnook, Turbo 2, Blowdeer, and Chummers. So, not exactly, positive on if these, skill ratings reflect the actual teams here, but hopefully we get a good match. Haven't had a chance to make a video in a little bit of time, so sorry about that. I'm pretty busy with school and other things, so really excited for this upcoming 5v5 tournament. So if y'all don't know, qualifiers are, is it 2 weekends from now? And then there's going to be some kind of main event the last weekend in March, if I'm not mistaken. So all this information's posted in the main Discord. There's a 5v5 Discord in itself kind of around, so you can find out for more information how I'm going to be playing in some of the qualifiers. So maybe I'll bring y'all some coverage of that, so hope you enjoy it. Seems like this game is kind of underway at the moment. I see a lot of ticks moving out across the map. 5 ticks to be precise for Lost Deadman. A little bit of a frame drop there, not sure what that was about, but take a look at Mr. Daywalker over here. So yeah, Resbot, 2 cons into radar. I really like this open. And he's got 5 grunts, 2 more cons on 2 more cons. Interesting. So he just ticks from a few players here. It's going to be hard to keep up with all the action in a 5v5, but I'll try my best to keep track of where these teams are headed. I don't see the sliders actually to see if any of these teams are actually sharing resources, but that's something to note for later games. More coordinated teams might end up sharing resources, whether it's metal or energy. Let's zoom in here and not look at icons for a minute. How about we? So Kuchi's gone for a bot lab. JTL's gone for a bot lab on the hill. We have Mr. Dryax also going for a bot lab. Interesting. And then arm bots over here for JTL. It's just, yeah, no vehicles on the blue team. So it's like Red's going for arm bots. Blowdeer, arm bots. I see Chummers up here with a bot lab. Wow, very interesting. No vehicles from any player. That's kind of fascinating, to be honest. I'm not sure why that exactly is. I want to turn the sound down a little bit. Just grunts and tick sounds going into my ears here. So a lot of grunts here from Chummers I see on the right side. A little bit of scuffle here in front of JTL's base. A lot of grunts getting cleaned up, actually. Good opportunity for a Resbot to come in for the right side. Kuchi is one of my teammates. Shout out Kuchi. So really been enjoying practicing with you the past couple days. Looking forward to playing with you. A lot of grunts here from Chummers going up against Adrian Nutt here. So is he going to want to take an engagement? He's just posturing. He can deny all these mexes from his opponent. So not the worst place in the world. We see Daywalkers trying to poke the bear here in the middle. Just pulling back for now. Saw that commander and turned right around. But I see some little scuffle here in the back. Somehow a single grunt, so low health, got into the back line. You might be able to find a little bit of harassment damage here. This LLT isn't finished just yet. Looking at that mini-map we see over here on the right side. Some pressure forward here. And this commander's presence in the LLT is going up. It's going to shut down this attack path on the right side. Even a wall going up behind it. So pretty cool to see. Here on the left we have green versus pink. A little bit of a trade. Some more grunts stepping forward. And yeah, as these commanders move towards the middle of the map, we should see the game kind of slow down and perhaps, transition to T2, air, or vehicles for that matter. It's interesting, everyone went bots, no air, nothing like that, so maybe they know something I don't. The name of the game is having these super mobile units in the early game, and Lost Deadman's going to try and get a bit of a surround here with his ticks. I think he's going to get it. It's a nice trade, picking off all these grunts. Just a handful of ticks, really. It's like the last pawns here for grunts cleaned up on Narnik's side. I see some rocket bots making their way to the front line. It's going to force Turbo back to his own LLTs. Daywalker's getting really far forward with this commander. I mean, there's a lot of real estate to take from both players. Is he going to pinch these ticks off? We see more grunts coming up. Yeah, so he's going to be able to clean up all these ticks, and it's going to free up that pressure to move forward. Already has 5 rocket bots on the front line. Look at this. Bladir's got a little bit of a foothold here on this hill. Mr. Diak's definitely going to want to push him off that to have some kind of parity to the other side of the map. But yeah, Kuchi's been able to do the similar thing here. So a little bit of a foothold on your opponent's side here. And yeah, Daywalker's got a little bit of sophistication here. I mean, five rocket bots at the front here, already taking out LLTs. It's really going to pressure Lost Deadman's commander here in a moment if he's not able to reinforce this. But I think he has other ideas with these pawns. Perhaps going for a bit of a attack here. I mean, there's a lot of tension right here in the middle. I don't see any commanders very close to each other, but gets a couple of D-guns off. Really nice play there. Taking out almost all of those rocket bots. Little scuffles going on everywhere. Blodir's found an opening here in the middle, taking out a con already. This LLT is going to turn him back, though. Even some pawns coming in on the right side, so blocking off the retreat. These units are going to be stuck here, and that means Blodir's commander is a little exposed. He's got a lot of reclaim over here, just immediately behind his commander. And Daywalker getting this forward lab out, and look at this immediately, just 2 pounders into lashers. Pretty interesting. Currently a little light on E. Wind is dying here, super low, 5.5. Any transition from our players. Take a look at Lost Deadman space, adding on a lot of energy converters. Seems like Kuchi's starting to overwhelm Narnok here on the left side. Rocketbot's doing work. They're so strong at pushing these commanders back and dealing with those LLTs, those early game LLTs. Even trade well into grunts and, you know, pawns. Unless you're super on top of your micro, they'll just get their shots. They'll get that damage off. Mr. Direct doing what he can to keep a Blodir at bay. Really liking this position here. He's got grunts. He's got rocket bots. Interesting transition here after the rocket bots. You have these lashers come out, which start dealing with these sentry towers. You have the pounders in front to defend them, your commander in the back even to get some kind of repair off, right? See that going on right now. Here on the left side, it's just rocket bots versus rocket bots. Artillery in the back might finally start to overwhelm this position here for JTL. Gonna have to give the advantage to the blue team at the moment. Looks like they're winning on these kind of the mid and left side. Blodir might be winning on the right here. Adrian Nutt investing so much in static defense and Dragon's Teeth. That would just make me want to tech myself. This position looks like it might collapse here any moment. These artillery are going to start getting more and more value. We see pounders coming out, so I'm going to start pushing forward with those slow-moving units. Lost Deadman doing what he can to stop or slow down the onslaught here from Daywalker, but he's just marching forward with his commander, adding radars and capping mexes, repairing these units, keeping this pack of grunts in the defensive position to protect these lashers getting their damage. Meanwhile, on the right side, Blodir amassed quite a bit of rocket bots himself. 12 rocket bots with 20 kills between them. So it's trying to start pressuring this position. Still so much reclaim spread out on the back. Have I just been missing these engagements? But looks like he's going to start rezzing everything around here. Here in the middle, Daywalker's almost crept above the hill here. Finally, the Blow Deer comes in from the right side with a nice flank of pawns. His commander is here to deal with that, so one D-gun goes off, takes out one of these. And there's a sufficient number of grunts here. Yeah, a little bit of idle micro there. And look at that bombing run. Just got that last part of that, so gets off 5 or 6. Another pass on one of these metal extractors, but here he goes, going to target Narnik's base. He's able to get 2, 3 anti-airs up quite quickly, but still a nice little pass there. His bombers have yet to, be killed. They're still going to find some more damage on the high ground. Lost Deadman is doing what he can to hold this push at bay here from Daywalker. He's done a nice job. Got some resbots out to heal up his commander. He's got some medium tanks to deal with those missile trucks. But that Tech 2 was spotted, so that means push, push, push. Kuchi's going to come in with Daywalker here. Rocket bots, grunts, and a commander. And there's nothing to stop this T1 army from... except a few of these fiends here. First couple get detonated, blow up almost all of those grunts. That was a nice little trick there, but just a few grunts getting through means a lot of your E is threatened. And yeah, here comes Kuchi's commander. He's going to D-gun. Daywalker's commander goes down in the middle. Maybe blocking, maybe cutting off the reinforcements there from Lost Deadman. And on the right side, Blow Deer's making a huge push with maces and rocket bots. Couple of Dragon's Balls and Centurions there to stop this. You don't see these units too often. Meanwhile, on the right, JTL still has a nice little push here with his arty, but the real story is Kuchi, who's just plowed through the middle, taken out a T2 lab, and it's going to be threatening Lost Deadman and Turbo's main bases here. So many missile trucks here from Daywalker, kind of an oppressive style. But look at this, here comes another bombing run. 4 more bombers targeting LDM's base, gets a lot of wind turbines. Another commander goes down there, not sure whose that was. I still see Blow Deer's alive. Yeah, this bombing run is just going to choke off the production here of Red. Doing a really good job taking out that E. Kuchi's even sharing metal straight to Daywalker. You know he's got that forward lab with all this build tower here, just churning out units. And I think this might be the beginning of the end here. Yeah, that's going to be it. GG. So red team taps out. Blue's going to take it. And hope you like the game. So sorry about the wait. I'll be trying to cast some games here. Keep y'all updated on the scene and maybe even some practice sessions. So looking forward to it and see y'all in the next cast.